Hey, y'all, T-Ham141 here. I'm Tracy. Welcome to the live stream tonight. Before we get started, I'm going to go ahead and just let you know I've got merch. I've got all sorts of cool designs on shirts and like 60 or 70 different products over at Redbubble. I'll put the link up here. And I've got books. If you go to thand141homestead.com, you will find each and every one of my books. I sell, they are Amazon quality. They are printed on Amazon KDP. A big shout out to all my friends in the homesteading community. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, YouTube. If you haven't already, go ahead and click that like button, that subscribe button, and that little notification bell so that you get notified every time I come out with a new piece of content. And don't be afraid to comment and let me know what you would like to see on my channel. All right, guys, it's about that time. Let's get into the live. Boom! And he changes his shirt. Yeah. Hey, Dave, how's it going? Welcome. Hey, y'all, welcome to the T-Ham141 Homestead. My name is Tracy. If this is your first time here, welcome. If this is your millionth time here, welcome back. Man, I got some exciting stuff going on this week, and I am just ready and raring to go. Where is everybody tonight? They left me. Maybe one live with Tracy a week is plenty. Or maybe it's because I'm not wearing my hat. I don't know. Yeah. Either way, we're getting snow. I am tickled pink because we are getting snow. Hey, something I haven't actually advertised in a while. If you're watching this on the rerun, thank you. You see my sticker wall up here. These are all the bunch of channels. If you have a channel and you have a logo or a logo sticker that you want to send to me, send it to me. I got space on this wall, and then if I run out of space over here, we'll move over to this wall. I got my sticker. I got Thorhaven Farm. I got Back to Basics Homestead. That's Annie. I got Rem's Family Farm, Bucket List Homestead, Handsteaders. If you are a member of this channel, you are a Handsteader. Yeah, I know it. I even took a shower. I don't stink. You like my new you like my new shirt? I just got this. I think it's Shopify or Spreadshop is offering these polo shirts. And you can put the emblem up here. And they're also offering embroidered sweatshirts now. But then I got Rebecca Touched by Yarn, another Rebecca Touched by Yarn, because she sent me two. Just Doing Our Best. I haven't seen them in a while. I need to check in on them. Old Man King Homestead, Rambling with the Brooms, and Barb's Country Home. Hey, thank you to all you guys that make the channel what it is. What have I been doing this week? Well, I got a new pew pew, and I sighted it in. I fired I fired 30 rounds, but you know, I used 18 of those rounds to sight it in, to zero it at 25 yards. Now, it shouldn't have taken that many. Okay. I shot 3 rounds. The group was high and to the left. I adjusted the rear sight, and I shot 3 rounds to the left of them. So I took it the wrong way. So I took it back and shot 3 rounds to the right of them. It was still high. So I adjusted the front sight and the rear sight to adjust for the height and and I took the front sight the wrong way. I can never remember which it is. So they went high, and then I fired 2 3-round groups that were right in the bullseye, and it really worked nice. One round went in the hole, in the same hole. I mean, connected holes with in the same group. So that's really nice. I'm very happy with that. Yeah, time is getting short, I feel, on being able to get certain items in the United States. And I want to have them. It is easier for them to keep you from buying them than it is for them to take them away once you have them. We'll say that. And some really exciting news. I've been watching the Unsubscribed podcast on YouTube. Just look up Unsubscribed. It's run by Eli Double Tap, Brandon Herrera, who is running for governor in Texas. If you are in his area, then vote for Brandon Herrera. He is a real guy, and if you want to know what he's about, check out his channel, Brandon Herrera, on YouTube, and or the Unsubscribed podcast that he's on. He is known as the AK guy on YouTube, but they just have a blast. He's real. He's honest. The guy who took office said he was a Second Amendment proponent, then voted with for a bunch of legislation, anti-gun legislation. Did I just say that out loud? I didn't mean to. And so that made Brandon mad. So he's running. So vote for Brandon Herrera. But the Unsubscribed podcast. So I've been watching that. Hey, little Homestead by the beach. There she is. There she is. How's it going, my Nan? So I'm like, you know what? We need to do a podcast. So I got with a bunch of my friends, my YouTuber friends, 5 or 6 of them, because I would be the 7th one. And we don't know how involved any of us will be able to be, but we should be able to have at least 3 of us, on a podcast. But we're going to start a podcast. We're still working on it. We're working on figuring out what the name is. Hey, JMB. But it's going to be a homesteading podcast. And what I am so excited about is when we get together, we have a blast. We have fun. We laugh. We joke. We pick on each other. We discuss. We teach. We learn. We're constantly playing off each other, and that dynamic is something that I want to play off. Now, because we are so far away from each other, it won't be like the podcasts, a lot of podcasts that you watch where we're all in the same room sitting around one table. We are going to use the live stream, StreamYard, as a way to get us all in the same place. Podcasts are pre-recorded. It will be edited, but lightly. If there is a possible somebody slips and says something that YouTube doesn't like, we'll beep that out or whatever. But we're not going to cut it all up. It's going to be continuous flow conversation. We're going to do that for a certain amount of time. And then we're looking into doing, hey, Nelly on the land. We're looking to do a after party for however long that it will go on Patreon. Patreon, yes, you have to pay for membership to watch. it's free to watch Patreon, but you'll have to pay for to watch the after party. But it is so much. I was reading their code of conduct, their community guidelines. Oh my goodness. It's the difference between the way the USA was in the 1800s to Nazi Germany. Okay. Oh, see, I should block that out because I said the N-word. And YouTube algorithm doesn't like the N-word. There are no algorithms. Okay. People look for you, they find you, they watch you. They don't push you out, you push yourself out and all that. But man, can you imagine getting 6 or 7, well, anywhere from 3. I don't think we should do it with just 2 people unless there's like a guest. If we get 3 people, then I think that would really be cool. And you know, you get 3 people together and you just have a blast, but it's all homesteading. It will be centered around our homesteading lives, and the whole subject of homesteading. If you're interested in this, keep watching this channel, and it'll be advertised on other channels, I'm sure, as we get closer. Like I said, we haven't even picked out the name yet. But we're working on it. We've already got the overreaching topic, kind of the get us started talking topic, because you guys know I can never stay on topic. And boy, once we get to the after party on Patreon, holy cow, we'll be able to go down some rabbit holes, I'm sure. Ooh, nothing off the table. But so that is really exciting to me, to take this community, and there's a sub community already that has been formed. There's a group chat and stuff where we communicate. We talk to each other every day, in some way or another. So that friendship, that community is going to be opening up on its own YouTube channel. It'll be a video podcast, and a Patreon, so that we can talk about the things there's so much that matters to the homesteading community that we cannot talk about on YouTube. We knew this going in. Okay. I started YouTube I started it in like 2015, but I really started working on the channel in 2021. And it's I knew what I was getting into. I knew YouTube didn't like certain words. And I knew YouTube didn't like certain subjects. And I was okay with that. Yeah, I'm on right now. I always start at 6 p.m. Anyway, sorry, that was that chat going through. But I'm excited to open up this great community that we have started to the public. You know, I was working on it today. There's some different things that I'm going to have to learn. Patreon is a very different beast than YouTube. I don't believe you upload. I was looking at it today, and from what I'm seeing, without trying to do it. Ping, yeah, ping, ping. You ought to hear it, man. 4 o'clock in the morning, my phone started bing, 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 bing. They're getting up for work. They're getting the kids off to school. Hey, how you doing this morning? But I'm so excited about this. This is going to A, boost our channels. B, it's going to be very, I'm hoping, entertaining, fun. It is going to be like, remember back when let's see, there was Darren and Remy and Hickory Croft Farm, and they had the roundtable discussions. This is going to be kind of that on steroids, because, like I said, we will be on the YouTube platform. We will be working towards monetization, of course, but we will be restricted by YouTube guidelines. Then when we go to Patreon, we will be able to discuss everything you want to know. Everything you want to know. Yeah. Look at that. It's starting to thin. I cut my own hair, so actually it's just growing back in. Most of the time I wear a hat, but it's just too hot. I got my fan over here going because I am sweating to death. Farmer businessman, yeah. Don't I wish? That's another thing that I'm excited for is I couldn't ask to be it's just a crew cut that's grown out. I couldn't ask to be involved with a better bunch of folks, and I really look forward into working it, and once we get it figured out, the fun part's going to be making the videos and editing them, because like I said, the podcast will be like an hour long on YouTube. There will be like an hour on YouTube, and then an after party on Patreon posted at the same, posted right after. They will be pre-recorded, but we will keep track of everything. We will keep track of the comments and all that come in. So what do you think? We've been I mean, is it a good idea, you think? Will it sell? Because on Patreon you do memberships. And we're working out our prices on memberships and stuff. Thank you, Marilyn. And Marilyn is going to be up there. I hope. I'm praying we can talk her into being involved. Well, she is involved whether she likes it or not, because she's Marilyn. And we need eye candy. So there you go. But I'm really hoping that we can play off one another, because when we talk just to each other, like when we got together at the conference and we talked, there was so much fun that we had. There was so much information and knowledge shared between us. It was just amazing. That's all right. That's all right. You do speak when you have something to say. It's one of those things that when you have something to say, you'll say it. When you want to be on a stream, you'll say it. When there's a topic that you really like, say we do a rabbit topic or a chicken topic or a hops topic, you know, something that you say, oh wow, I really like that. There you go. Pop, pop, pop. Woohoo! Ice cream. But yeah, so that's exciting. On the other hand, we finally got snow, and guys, just remember, you can type weather space and your zip code, and Nightbot will post the weather for your area up here, and that's always fun. Let's see how close they are. Conditions are light snow with a temperature of 31 degrees Fahrenheit or -1 Celsius. Oh my gosh, I got 31 degrees Fahrenheit on my thing. The wind is blowing from the southwest at 3 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 94%. You know what? I bet you. Let me see here. I bet you I did. I forgot to monetize this. I forgot to monetize the live. Can you believe that? How money hungry am I? I keep forgetting to monetize my lives before I go live. And really, that's the only time you really make money. What is this not tested? Well, anyway, it says not tested. Let's see. Leamington, Dave Knight's conditions are mostly cloudy with a temperature of 36 degrees or 2 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing west-southwest at 15 miles per hour, 24 kilometers per hour, and the current humidity is 86%. I forgot to remove the heart. That's okay. I can do that right now, I believe. I believe I can. Live chat replay. They had ought to make that standard off. So if you want it, you can turn it on. Did that get rid of it, Marilyn? I hope that got. Let's see. Weather for Indiana. Conditions are clear with a temperature 35 degrees Fahrenheit or 2 degrees Celsius. The wind is blowing north-northeast at 0 miles per hour, 0 kilometers per hour. Hey, those are equal. And the humidity is 76. Okay, sweet. So we got rid of that little heart. They put it in a horrible place. I kind of understand what they were aiming for. But yeah, this whole thing with the podcast and all has kind of boosted me. I tried to do a video of me plowing the snow that we got the other day, and I had a malfunction with my card reader. So all of my footage of that, it was gone. And that stinketh. That really stinks. So I didn't have anything to do it. On Monday, I've been posting one video a week, one live a week. I'm wanting to get back up to 2 videos. The problem is it's been so dark and rainy that the thumbnail picture that I had, let me see if I can hold on. I gotta find another. The browser is blocked. What? I X'd that out. Let's see here. Turn that on. Doink, doink. Present. entire screen. No, I don't want to do the entire screen. Yeah, I kind of want to do a window. I don't want to do an edge tab. What is this? PD. To share audio. Screen 2. Okay, let's see. Okay, we got it here. Now I forgot what I was doing. Let's see. Oh, guys. Let me start this up here. What? Photos. Just ones. Why is it asking me all of a sudden for that? Let me take this over there. Oh, that's small. Wendy's birthday giveaway will be coming up soon. And for Wendy's birthday giveaway, this is the kit. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Can I enlarge that any? Da, 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 da. I don't want to say. Oh, right down here at the bottom. I got to get a better picture, but this is what I'm thinking about giving. Hey, Darren Thorhaven, how's it going? This is the kit that I am thinking about giving away. I'm pretty sure this is going to be the main giveaway for Wendy's birthday giveaway. Free to enter February 8th, no matter what day February 8th comes on. Darren, if you want to come up, feel free. Anybody. Let's see. I think in message on the Facebook Messenger there's the link. I won't post it anymore because on the chat because, well, quite frankly, no, it did. But you get this pot. You get apparently 60 stickers. You get food grade stainless steel canning kits, the rack, all this stuff will come with the kit or a kit. I might, depending on if Amazon has this, because what I'll do is when you win, I will get your information. Yeah, I'll get your information and I will have Amazon send it to you. Okay, not a problem. You're going live at 8, right? I think Darren goes live at 8 for Haven Farm. We want to make sure. I don't know how to set it up so it takes me right there. Let's see here. But there was something else that I wanted to share. I forget what it was. Oh yeah, Trevor and I were talking about ballistics. Come on, switch over. X that one out. Open that one up. Yeah, if you my new rifle, if you sight it in at 25 yards, it would be the red because I have, then it's going to hit about an inch low at 300 at 250 yards, about 2.5 inches low at 300. How easy is that to fix, you know? And this was a screenshot I had of that. Let's see. I think there's another one. This is if you zero it at 300 yards, then it's still pretty much right on at, that's 10 yards. Or no, that's 25, 50. Yeah, that's 20 at 25 yards. It's still pretty close to dead on. So, I think 36 yards. Some people do it at 36 yards. They zero. Yeah, this is some of the research I've been doing into podcasts, because this is the podcast that kind of inspired me to start a podcast. This is the Unsubscribed podcast. And this is the Fat Electrician, Eli Double Tap, Brendan Herrera, who, if you're in Texas, vote for Brandon Herrera. If he's on your ballot, he's running for Congress. And this is, his name is Cody. He is the donut operator. Yeah. So they're the ones that kind of inspired me to start the podcast. What do you guys think of these prices for a homesteading? Since you're on here, for a homesteading podcast, would you pay $5 a month to watch a podcast on the after party? The regular podcast will just be monetized through will just be monetized through YouTube. Well, once it gets there, if it gets there, but I'm pretty sure it will. If you combine all of us, the 7 of us that are involved, you combine all of us, and even though there's probably a lot of duplicate followers, figure if we get 50% of all of our followers, that's quite a few followers. So what do you think? Is $5 too much to ask for an after party where we can let loose and not have to worry about the various constraints that are put on us? Inquiring minds want to know. So yeah, it's been dark here. My thumbnail is a picture of my solar charge controller. The power that is coming from my charge controller. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Oh, wait, I know how to get to that. That's what I wanted to show you guys too. Downloads. Open it up. And now, see, now because I got the 2 screens. Share screen. Entire screen, that one, and share. This is the volts right here that is coming out of from the solar panels into the charge controller. This is the amps coming into the charge controller. 18 watts. This was taken at like 10 or 11 o'clock this morning. I took this picture, 18 watts. That's not a lot at all. 18 watts is not enough to sustain my system, because the batteries right here are the batteries, and they are 13.08 volts, 13 volts, which is full. If I move this out of the way, there's a battery here that would show full, but it's just not enough to keep them that way. I use more than 18 watts in an hour. This is 18 watts an hour. I don't know what my peak was today, but that's what that picture is. You get the sun coming in the panels, 45 volts. I don't understand how they're, because 45, you usually take your volts times your amps, but this changes so that you get the most charge that you possibly can get from the solar panels into the batteries. But 18 watts was what I was making this morning. It's not very good. It is way dark. Hey, can you guess? Dude, I got to show this. I shouldn't. Can you guess what one of our topic is going to be? I'll take that down now. Yeah, that was a piece of wire or fencing that got shot out of a lawnmower. I took my 200 amp hour. Gotta get over here. I took my 200 amp hour battery out of the greenhouse to avoid the cold. Put an old lead in for the winter. Yeah. Let the lead battery take the beating of the cold. There's just not a whole lot of sun. Now we do have sunny days. And if I run 2 tanks, which I think a tank is like a gallon or a gallon and a half, because I get like 3 or 4 fill ups from a 5-gallon can of gas. Hey Jane, how's it going? Welcome. Thank you. But I ran 2 tanks of gas through it, so maybe 3 gallons, 2.5, 3 gallons, somewhere in there. And that takes me right up, and I'm good. Yeah, it's not cold there, Dave. We saw your weather. Where was that? Hold on, I'll find it. Yeah. What cold, Dave? It's 36 stinking degrees Fahrenheit, 2 degrees Celsius. I'd be out there tanning. 36 degrees. I do my chickens in my shirt, in short sleeve shirt. Speaking of shirts, you can get one of these in my shop on YouTube. You should be able to find to go there, and hopefully this would be here. This is a nice shirt. I really like it. It's a polo. It's not embroidered, but I really like it. I'm interested to see how long it lasts and stuff like that. I'm always intrigued. Yeah, Saturday we're supposed to be having some weather moving in. Winter might be coming a little late, but I think it's going to be come. I think it's going to be here eventually. It might be next January before it gets here, but it'll get here. Do a video of it. Look at that. Marlene, calling your bluff, Dave. Calling your bluff. But yeah, so I'm excited. It's so hard when it's rainy and warm, or even the way when I did plow a little bit today because I had left ruts in the slush on the driveway, and they started freezing, and I wanted to get rid of those ruts. So I plowed a little bit today. I didn't get off the driveway at all, because if I get off the driveway, I will make some serious ruts in the mud. I don't mind making mutts in. I don't mind making mutts in the slush. I don't mind making ruts in the slush, but I don't want to make ruts in the yard. Had my first red squirrel out here that I've seen for the year. First time I saw him this year. And that's really cool. My chickens are pretty much, I've been opening the door for them, but they're pretty much staying in. I've got the door, the sliding door open for them to go into the secondary pen, so that, you know, if one of the roosters is being an idiot, the hens can get or another rooster can get away from that one. So yeah, I am really, really excited to be able to talk like Darren and I are both really. I just broke my pen. What? I just broke my pen. Hold on. Try to fix it here. It'll probably never work right again. Hey, it works. I worked on it. It worked. Yeah, the silky, they seem to be getting along well. The silkies kind of stay to themselves, but they're not shy about, like, when I put the food in the morning, when I put the food in the feeder, the silkies are right there with the with my reds and my Buff Orpingtons. They're all right there. So yeah, they're getting along good as far as that goes. My biggest thing is I've got as always, the young rooster is an idiot. He is always chasing Patches, who is the oldest rooster. All three of them were born on, all three of my roosters, normal roosters, were born on the Homestead. Yeah, I was going to do a video today too, but I'm like, there's nothing to push. At this point, it would just be somebody who likes to hear a tractor run or likes to watch a tractor run, you know, and there aren't many people like that, I don't think. I don't know. Like I said, I was out. I actually did some shooting. I want to get back into shooting. I love to shoot. I've always loved to shoot. It was something that back when I was in the military, I was really good at it because I shot a lot. I mean, we shot at least 100 rounds a person every 6 months, maybe, depending on where we were. And we shot enough that we knew our firearms, and I want to get back into that. It's not going to take over the focus of the channel, but there will be parts of the channel that there will be videos on me shooting. And yes, YouTube algorithm, they will be for educational purposes only. They will be done completely safe on a private range, on private land. And as always, I'll probably be alone with cell phone nearby in case something goes wrong, and first aid experience. And, you know, let's just say 56 years, 55 years of experience, you know. I yeah, it's unfortunate, because everyone that I have ever met from the Canadian military has been awesome. Well, one of them I didn't meet, but he wasn't in a good mood. He wiped out a British soldier that asked him for a, "You got my fag?" And that was the British guy's way of saying, "Hey, you got a cigarette?" And the Canadian guy thought he was asking something else. I was always jealous because we'd get these Canadian soldiers and European soldiers coming in with beards like this. And then you get your special forces guys. You'd always know if they were on post and stuff, because they could have stubble and stuff like that. And I couldn't, because you have to fit your protective mask on. The only time in a real world situation that I ever had to worry about putting on a protective mask was when I was in country in Iraq. Desert storm, in the middle of the night, sirens would go off. You would have to get out of bed, put on your mask, go over to the wall. After a while, I just started sleeping in my mask. Sirens would go off, and I just roll over because I already had my mask on. Now, they did get lucky, and they hit a warehouse. And yeah, all stations this net, all stations this net. Gas, gas, gas. That's what my grandkids say when Papa's around. Oh, that breaks my heart. It breaks my heart. That discipline. Think of every person you've ever seen with a Ranger tab. Okay? They are squared away, high and tight, uniform. They represented. Did you know when I went through my E5 board to become a sergeant, it was in Desert Storm. Basically, they asked me the maximum effective range of the 25 millimeter chain gun on the Bradley, because I was a gunner, and the maximum effective range of the tow missile. And then they asked, what is the one command you can give your marching troops if they take one more step forward? The front line will go over a cliff. What is the one command you can give them to keep them from going over that cliff? And that's gas, gas, gas. Because when somebody says gas, when they say gas, 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 you stop. I'm reaching for I'm automatically reaching down for my thing, and I haven't wore a gas mask on my hip in upper thigh in so long. Oh my gosh. Good grief. I got out of the military in 1992. Hey, Tammy, how is it going? But yeah, if you're just coming in, guys, I just want to let you know, I'm really excited about this project I'm working on. There are a bunch of other YouTube homesteaders that are going in on it with me. We're going to start doing a podcast. We're working on name and the details and all that. And there's going to be like a podcast, video podcast on YouTube, and then there will be a video podcast after party on Patreon. So there's that. Unfortunately, we have to use the StreamYard platform, which is not a big deal. I like it. All right. I mean, I hope, is that a good thing, Tammy? When they start talking about snow, Taylor Han, my niece, hi, my niece is in here. Tammy, I was saying that when they say I might get snowed in, I get excited. I really like it. I really like. Taylor is my niece. She is 21 years old. She is one of the sweetest people you will ever meet. Oh. Well, yeah, you are my favorite middle child of Trevor's. Middle girl of Trevor's children. Yes, this is Trevor's daughter. This woman will do some firewood, man. Let me tell you, she will do some firewood. But yes, you're one of my favorite nieces. All of them are my favorite, but you're special. You're like my Taylor. She gives the best hugs. Yeah, she's awesome. Yes, don't forget, Darren has some videos out. If you haven't seen them yet, with the cow jokes, and he's telling the cow jokes. He also has some prepping videos that are doing really, really well. And that's something that I want to get into too more this year in 2024. I'm going to a friend's for a movie marathon. No kids. Snowed in is great. Nice. Yeah. Being snowed in, I'm not really worried about it, because if I want out, I can get out. It just takes me a little while to start getting, it just takes me, I don't know, figure I could probably in half an hour, I can probably have myself plowed out. Alex, my new neighbor, well, I got to stop. They've been here since springish. So they're not really new anymore. They've been here a while. Bart Simpson. Don't have a cow, man. But Alex has actually been doing the whole seasonal road, so I can get out to the west as well as to the east. But that saves me like 5 minutes. If I go out to the east, then that takes about 5 or 6 minutes longer than if I go out to the west. So that helps. But they have to take their kids to school and stuff like that. So they do all that. And quite frankly, the snowmobile trails are open, which is a good thing. We need the snowmobiles to have a really good season this year, because our economy up this way depends on that a lot. Did you all read about the conference where I met many of you in May? Will not be held this year. Jenny Froat from Denby View Ranch has a Soln. I'm not sure what that is. Soin. Yes, I did hear about that. The Northeastern Ontario Homesteaders Conference. Um, there's, I believe, Scott from Rambling with the Brooms may be doing something there. If not, if somebody doesn't pick up where they left, yeah. Even if there's not a conference, I would like to have a meetup. But I think things are going to work. It's awfully short notice to have somebody start working on a homesteading conference, getting speakers and vendors and getting it out there. But on the good side, even if there isn't, I would like and I the homesteaders that I talk to regularly, we would like to all have a meetup somewhere in that area or somewhere close to that area, because, well, we're all friends, man. I want to see you guys. That was the most fun I've had in a long time, was meeting you guys, talking to you, Jane, and meeting Dave and Remy and Darren and Mahilyn and Anne and Lynn and meeting you guys. That was so cool. So, you know, it might not be a place with vendors or something. We just, you know, we might just get a hall for a meetup or something. And but because it is, yes, and poutine was a big plus in my book. I love poutine. Yeah, if you guys don't know this, I literally have gone back to Canada several times, and one of my motivating factors was poutine. I love poutine. The French fries and the gravy and the cheese curd. The best one I've had so far. They had really small cheese curd, and the gravy, it was a really thick, hot gravy. And then they had other cheeses and stuff. Oh, I'm going to have to go back to Canada and get me a good poutine. Actually, there is a bar restaurant in West Leiden. I believe it's called the Hideaway. But they have poutine. It's not as good as what I've had in Canada, but yeah. It's being talked about and worked on ish. I wish I was closer so I could help, but I'm just thankful they let me across the border at this point. But yeah, so the Northeastern Ontario Homesteading Conference, basically, I think it's going to happen in some way or another. But even if it doesn't, I would really like to do a meetup. You know, just organize a meetup. Bunch of us get together somewhere with it that's got some room. Absolutely. I got a shirt to prove it. Lynn from Bucket List Homestead gave me a shirt at the Eastern Ontario Homesteading Conference, she gave me a shirt that said honorary Canadian, and it's got the Canadian flag on it. I love that shirt, and I love bragging. I'm an honorary Canadian. If the New York State doesn't want me anymore, I'll just pack up and go north. Of course, the Canadian government probably wouldn't like me anymore. I am probably on so many lists. From discussions with my mother, my 87-year-old mother and I were talking the other day, and I'm like, I had to actually use the words for the NSA and FBI and anybody else who might be listening in. We are just talking. We are just venting. Nothing is going to, we're not like that. We are dangerous to no one. It's kind of like your YouTube clause saying, hey, yeah, this is for entertainment purposes only, or this is for educational purposes only. Yeah, I'm on so many lists. Think about it. I'm a conservative. I don't know what you guys think of this, and it doesn't really matter. You're entitled to your own opinion. I am pro-Trump. I am a Bible-believing fundamentalist Christian. Bible-believing and practicing fundamentalist Christian. That there title has my own Department of Homeland Security for the United States. Says that makes me somebody to watch. I'm a veteran. That's another person that they say to watch. I ain't gonna hurt nobody. If you go to Minden again, let me know. I must go to Niagara in the spring. Okay, absolutely. I know we're planning another trip this coming year to Minden, because my brother, last time we went, both of the side-by-sides that we were riding broke down. So we only got like half a ride in on the first day, and then we ended up limping back to camp. Had a lot of fun, had a whole lot of fun. But yes, I will definitely let you know. And then somebody was telling me that there is another really good restaurant, which I'm going to eat at the Peppermill again. Hey, Peter, welcome, old man King. How's life down south? Ooh, I got to have that on a little bit. I turned the fan off and just almost immediately started sweating. I'm high energy. But yeah, I'm definitely eating the Peppermill again. But then somebody was telling me that they live in that area, and just down the road there's another restaurant that's really good. Hey, Remy. Hey, man, you can never be late. We can't start till you get here. The fun doesn't start till Remy gets here. No offense to anyone else. I appreciate everybody else, but Remy's my main man. Yeah, he's teaching me French. Not kissing, not French kissing. He's teaching me, like, instead of saying Manon, his fiance's name is Manon. Stuff like that. But no French kissing. No. What the heck? Oh, it's one of these little things. Ah, come here, you little bug. Come here, bugger. Grab hold. Oh, but yeah, Remy, we were just talking. Yeah, I can't do a French accent. I really can't. But I do Russian very, very good. Ren's Homestead is, hey, you are here. Nice. Sorry, I didn't see you come in or I would have welcomed you. Hi. How's it going? Yes, is it Raccoon or Drake? Inquiring minds want to know. Or both of them. How's Lindsay doing? Sweet little girl. It's getting, man, oh man. I tell you, I'm hoping that I don't know what's up with this fan. It's going really slow. There. Excuse the mess behind me. Yeah, guys, we've been talking about a little bit about a podcast that a bunch of us are going to be starting, and that we're working out details and stuff. There's a lot of technical stuff behind. I have to learn a whole new medium for the after party. We're going to be doing Patreon for an after party. We're going to be doing on YouTube. We'll be doing the podcast, video podcast, and then we'll be doing an after party on Patreon where we can really let our hair down. Where we can really let loose, be ourselves, and have fun without worrying about saying something that algorithms don't like. So we're working on that. We're hoping that, I'm hoping that the first episode, do you call them episode? The first podcast will be out the first week of February, maybe. That would be nice, but there's a lot of stuff. And Patreon's got it where you can link right to Spotify. You can go on Spotify and all that, which is just audio, I believe. But yeah. And we've been talking about the Northeastern Ontario, or the Eastern Ontario Homesteading Conference is in flux right now. But even if that doesn't happen, there are a bunch of us that want to do a meetup. We will keep you apprised. But there are things in the works. We might be able to get somebody to go ahead and take up the mantle. There's a lot of work that goes behind those conferences. Marcy did a great job. Her and her husband did a great job. It's a lot of work. Basically, I think the ag center took over the food and just said we can have it here, and the food, it took over the food. I don't think, and I don't really know if they had. I think Marcy ended up doing everything anyway. I mean, there are other people that helped, but I'm excited for either the conference or a meetup. Because I want to see you guys face to face. You can see how fat I am in real life. And I mean, it is just awesome. Not to mention, when we go there, if we do have a meetup and get, if we do get the podcast up and running, then we will be able to get a big meet and do record a podcast while we're all together. Never. Not on your life. Well, maybe on your life. If your life was in danger, I would give up poutine. Why? Was there a shortage after I left? I did eat a lot. I did eat a lot. Yeah, guys, as always, type exclamation point share, and Nightbot will share your channel link in the in the chat. Yeah, the idea of just a meetup. If I mean, vendors and everything are great, but I want to meet you guys. I want to talk to you guys. Something that I would like to do. I don't, I don't, I don't know what you're gonna get from that. I don't know if that'll work. Ice shirt. Be careful, don't get into copyrighted. They might have an ice shirt copyrighted. Ice shark. I shart the sheriff and had to make an emergency run. Now, if I get copyright strike for humming that little bit, I'm going to be upset because I sound nothing like Eric Clapton. Yeah. 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 We know who it is now. Oh, goodness. But yeah, I'm really, I went to my spread shop, and I was, because I have to catch the T-Han1 Homestead, T-Han141 Homestead.com. I have to catch that up because I have made a lot of new designs that aren't on there yet. But I went on there and they had these polo shirts with the you could put your design on the chest of a polo shirt, and I really like it. It's my symbol. But yeah, well, I hope no, Nightbot can't kick anybody off. But yeah, a meetup does sound good. It really sounds like a good, fun thing. And either, if there's a conference, we'll meet up at the conference. If there's not, then we'll meet up at a building of our choosing. Just got to have plenty of room in case we need to start running and screaming and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. 2024. I don't care. I can't say I don't care what happens in the world, but no matter. Yeah. At the poutine, yeah, we might as well just stay there. I mean, I'll end up leaving weighing 600 pounds, but we might as well just meet there. But yeah, it's, I can't wait. I mean, 2024 is going to be awesome. I don't care what goes on in the world. I think it's going to be a good year. I really do. I've already seen, I'm watching some of my friends' channels take off. Lynn from Bucket List Homestead has just taken way off. Let me see here. Let's check on some of our friends. Well, I can't get to Quebec. Okay, thank you, Marilyn. Wait, work out hard? Sweetie, you're gorgeous. You don't need to work out. You don't need to work out, Marlene. You're gorgeous. Let's see here. You guys will get a little bit of an insight into what I'm yeah, real poutine is in Quebec. Okay, let me go ahead and I think it's this one. Okay. Now you guys get to see what I look at. The type of stuff I see. Let's see. Not Lynn. Bucket list homestead. $11.2 thousand subscribers. Dude, she was just at like 5 or 6,000 in December. I am so happy for her. Let's see. Ren's Family Farm. You could tell I search out these channels a lot. They come up. Remy, 7,000 subs. That is phenomenal. 7.01. That is phenomenal. Let's see. Who else we got here? Thorhaven Farm. Darren, let's see what you got, bub. 3.7 thousand subscribers. That is amazing. That is awesome. Yeah, I got to keep watching the time too, because how do I set this so that it automatically goes to Darren's stream afterwards? After I get off, it automatically take people to Darren's stream. Wow, 1.8 thousand views in 4 days. That's not bad, Darren. Let's see here. Keep wanting to search for your names. Annie, 3.42 thousand, 3,500 subscribers. I am so happy for all of you. It's just amazing. Let's see. Oh, that guy's live right now. Yeah. And I got 1.34. Oh. But yeah, I am so happy. I'm considering subscribing to a homesteading YouTube channel. Which of you is the best one? Funny you should mention that, because soon, hopefully in February, you will be able to subscribe to a podcast with all of us. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, it depends on what you want to learn. Yeah. Yeah. Ren's Homestead is real. Yeah, absolutely. They are the real deal. They're working it. How's the store going, by the way? They got a store going that is all stuff from their farm, and it's just amazing. You know what? While I am here, Let me mute my mic for just a second. Okay, I muted that, but I want to do a poll. Stop. Pause, I said. Pause. Pause, pause, pause. Oh, yeah, Remy's got a new job. That's exciting. That is exciting. Because I don't know if you know this, but Remy's had some. His old job was getting kind of stale. Okay. Okay. How much would you pay for a podcast? A homesteading. Let's go homesteading. Here, let's bring this up so you guys can see. No, not room. Ugh. For a homesteading podcast after party on Patreon. Race to 10K. Yes, there is a big race to 10K. Lynn, I think, already beat 10K. 250, 5, or 10. There, I'm posting that poll. Hopefully it'll pin right up there at the top. What would you pay for hey Susan, welcome. Good to see you. Cause I gotta tell you guys, I am so excited about just the possibility. I gotta get off that page, because just being on that, the live chat thing going, just eats. Oh, look at my hand. Woo! Yeah. I'm so excited. Yes. The pepper mill. Awesome. That would be great. Oh, they did. I'm sorry to hear that. That's not good. But basically what we're looking for is we're looking to have a podcast, a video podcast. It'll be done with StreamYard, and maybe do like an hour or so, depending on how much fun we're having, on YouTube, because you got to build up to get monetized on that, on YouTube. And YouTube has you're richer than you think. We'll send you one of our billionaires or millionaires. He's president right now, but you can have him. YouTube is very restrictive on things you can say, things you can't say, monetization wise. So what we're looking for is Patreon. You can say it's less restrictive. In fact, it's looking at their community guidelines. It's very, very free. Am I working? Am I working for Royal Bank? No. No, I am not. Let's see if I can just bring that chat up. Oh, come on and pause. Stupid thing, and it's going to freeze me up. %50 say that 250 is okay. The thing is we want to get what we're worth. There's a lot of work into putting this on. I mean, I've been working for the past, the time I would normally take on working on my videos this week has all gone into it. The research and stuff like that. Of course, the reason I was able to put all that time in there was because the footage of me plowing didn't come out. I had a memory card error. The CEO of RCB makes 400 times. Well, okay. I can kind of understand where people are like, oh, he makes $16 million a year. And I can see where that would be off-putting. However, he is taking all the risk. He is in charge of making sure things go right. If that company tanks while he's got it, he will be ruined. He has all the liability. And the teller agreed to work for what they agreed to work for. You know, I mean, when you agree to work for someone like Remy, just getting his raise, you know, he agreed to work his position, and for a certain amount of money with certain expectations. They hired him for a certain amount of money with certain expectations. There came a time when he, for some whatever reason, that's none of my business, that those conditions did not satisfy what he needed or wanted or whatever. So he applied for a new position or a new new job with, and he agreed with, you know, went into basically a contract saying, I will work for you. You will give me this much money, this XYZ, you know. I do understand that we're like, oh, there are billionaires that have more money than they'll ever be able to spend, and all. That's true. And I wish that they were the type of people that would do more good with it. Okay. Unfortunately, it's their money. They made it. They earned it. Whatever they did got them the money they have now. Okay. Whether they worked for it, whether they inherited it, it's theirs. Now I have a friend that I talk to a lot on Facebook. Well, we post memes back and forth to each other. And he really dislikes billionaires and he thinks that rich people are evil. Now, it is very easy to trust your riches and start thinking you're better than everybody else and all that if you have a lot of money. I personally have everything I need and am content, am satisfied. I have a very, very good life. I have been blessed, and 99% of that has nothing to do with financial stuff. Okay. But I don't hold it against the millionaires and billionaires. Whatever they did worked. Okay. Maybe they had a cheat code for the game. But my job, the one I can't control them, I can control me. Let me know in the comments if you agree with kind of what I'm saying or don't agree and why. But I control me. You control you. We have the same opportunity that a lot of them have. Okay. Some of them inherited it. Okay. We're not going to get it that easy. But some of them are self-made millionaires. Some of them, they worked. I worked in a union. I hated it, but now I can. Yeah. And guys, you will never, I'm not going to say rich. You'll never get flush working for somebody else. And this whole socialism movement that is going on in the world. Nice. That would be nice. Because you're young yet. You're in your 40s, right? Early 40s or 30s? Late 30s, early 40s. I believe in equality. Everyone gets the same opportunities to better themselves. Yeah, you're 40, so at 57 you'll be doing good if you retire, if you're able to retire at 57. But everyone gets the same opportunities, okay? That's and to you have the same opportunity to attain those results. Now, if you don't take the opportunities, if you don't do that, if you don't do the actions that will attain you those results, you won't get those results. But if you do the actions that it's available to you to get those great results, that's equality. Equity says the results, everyone has the same results. The problem with that is everyone doesn't deserve the same results. Everyone has not done the work to get those results. It's not easy. It's not easy out there, guys. But in this day of YouTube and social media and stuff, yeah, last year I think I made, I want to say $300 on YouTube. That's true. But when they come of age in Africa, there are people that there's real estate in Africa. There are financial institutions in Africa. There are schools in Africa, and yes, it would be harder for them. But we've got people in America. Forgive me, but the wealthiest country on the planet saying that it's not fair that that guy's got $1 billion and I don't have any. That guy works 23-hour days or 20-hour days. That guy went to a school. That guy learned how to work the system. That guy learned how money works. They don't teach us how money works, man. They don't teach us. Right now, I am trying to get a line of credit so that I can pay off my car, which will free up the car payment and allow me to put that along with any extra cash flow I have on that line of credit, still be able to live, but pay it down in half the time. My car will be paid for. Right now, I owe like 50 months, 50 months of my $460 payment. But if I do this, it's called Velocity Banking. Fantastic. It's a woman. She explains it really well. I will be paying for 50 months at $460 a month on my car. If I do the Velocity Banking way, I can pay it off in 27 months and still have everything I need and want. Yeah, uncontrolled migration is a problem. And it's funny because all these and guys, I am not racist at all. I hate everybody equally. That's just the way it is. I hate everybody equally. It's amazing, amazing how equally I hate everybody. But yes, uncontrolled migration. We are letting people into the country. Number one, most of the people coming into the United States and Canada, because some of them are going right through the United States and past our north border, but some of the, I'm going to say 85% of the people coming across our borders are military-aged males. They're not all Hispanic. There are, and there's nothing wrong with being these ethnicities, but they're Chinese, they're Arabic, they're Russian, they're all sorts of ethnicities coming across the border. Some of them are looking for the American dream, and I hope they find it. Unfortunately, they're keeping a lot of people from getting the American dream. But the American dream can still be had. Use your head, learn how money works. I am no means rich. I live from paycheck to paycheck, month by month. And if it weren't for being disabled through the VA, I wouldn't be able to do that. I supplement my income by growing a lot of my own food. The pigs, the chickens, the gardens. I hunted this year, got myself some of the best meat on the planet. But yeah. Oh, that's a question for Remy from Jane. The hotels and yeah. And the thing is we cannot 8 million people have illegally broken our law to get here, come into our country. And I know there are other countries that are bad. I know there are countries that are in civil war. I know some of them are legitimately fleeing persecution. But what I tell people who tell me, "Oh, America's so bad, we're we need free health care and free college and free this and free that." Well, we can't be all that bad. 8 million people walked hundreds of and thousands of miles to get here, traveled thousands of miles to get here and come in illegally. We can't be all that bad. People aren't trying to get into Iraq. How many people are trying to go into Russia, the communist country that has government-run health care and free college if you are worthy? I hated it. I had to ask permission from my from a law enforcement agency to buy ammunition the other day. I know they'll probably demonetize this video. I don't care. I am 52. Oh, in 4 days, I'll be 53 years old. I have had firearms available to me and in my hands that were mine since I was 7 years old. So 45 years, almost 46 years. I have, and now I have, how do I say this? In civilian life, I have hurt no one. And now you want me to ask permission to buy ammunition? Excuse me, but it kind of sounds to me like you're trying to backdoor your way into finding out what pew-pews I have. And then it took 6 hours for them to approve it. It took them 6 hours to find out. There should be one question. Is he a restricted person? Is there something in his past that has caused a judge to say he cannot own a pew-pew or buy ammunition? If yes, say no. If no, if a judge has never said that, give me my ammo. See, this is the kind of stuff that I think Patreon would allow, where because they allow opinions. But guys, it's one of those things where we have the greatest governments in the world, Canada and the United States, the two of the greatest countries in the world. And they are being destroyed by the government that was created to serve them, to protect their rights. Is the government that is there to protect their rights is trying to control them to the point of having to get permission to buy a product. Now, I'm all for background checks, but it's like I said, it's a binary question. Is he restricted? Yes. Don't give it to him. Is he restricted? No. Give it to him. He's not restricted from having it. It's called the Second Amendment, and they have been infringing for years, decades. Joe Biden, you can't own a cannon. Well, the heck you can't. You sure can. You ever hear the privateers that before the United States had a navy, people would take their private ships and attack British ships and other countries' ships? with cannons. They were privately owned cannons. That whole Molon Libe, come and take it, that started over a cannon. Yeah. Listen, I understand some people are going to make dumb decisions. I understand there are people who are going to abuse things. But that you know what I'm saying? If you how do I say this? Oh, YouTube. If I touch my stove, I'm going to get burned. Why? Do I get burned because I touched my stove? Yup. Do I get burned because I made a bad decision? Okay. Well, I'm gonna do METH. Well, dude, you're making a bad decision and you're gonna pay for that because you're an idiot. I'm sorry. If you do that stuff, you're an idiot. It's highly addictive. You can get addicted the first try, all that stuff. Dude, where are all these bugs, these stinking ladybug type things coming from? I think they like the light. But you know what I'm saying? You should have the freedom to be stupid. Now, I love an American Homestead's stupid should hurt because stupid should hurt. If stupid hurt, there'd be a lot less stupid people in this world. We don't need the government telling us don't touch the stove. We need to let somebody touch the stove. That person learns don't touch the stove. And everybody that sees it should learn don't touch the stove because it burned that guy. Well, maybe it won't burn me. Well, you're an idiot. And I know this is very controversial. I lost a couple people from watching, but holy moly. Guys, it is 7:48. Can anyone tell me how to make this go straight to Thorhaven Farms live stream? Can anybody tell me how to do that real quick? Okay, studio customization. I'm working on getting there. Now my internet's slowing down to a crawl. But hey, guys, before everybody leaves, thank you for stopping in to the Homestead tonight. Be looking for more information on the podcast and all that good stuff. Thank you for putting up with me ranting. Edit my live and customization. Man, oh man, what my computer like stopped. I mean, it's still going up here in the corner, I guess, but okay, content. Today would be nice. Live. This is the live. Not tested. What is not tested mean? Customization. Okay. Slow-mo redirect. Redirects allow you to keep viewers engaged across multiple events. Add a live stream or premiere for people to watch after yours ends. Is that it? The redirect? Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Come on. Oh, I gotta do it over here. Haven Farm. Oh, Darren, are you still in here? I need your permission. Redirect privileges needing ask Thorhaven Farm to add you to their live redirect in community settings. I need Darren's permission. I will get Darren's permission. Hey guys, I'm going to go ahead and close this down. Y'all have a wonderful night. Go over to Thorhaven Farm. It says I need permission. Darren, are you still here? Let me get rid of this. Stop that screen. Oh, man. Okay, what I'll do is go to Facebook if it lets me. If it lets me. All right, guys, I am going to let you go so you can get a drink or whatever you need before Darren starts his live stream. I will see you around. Thanks for stopping by the Homestead tonight. Keep looking for the podcast. It will be coming out hopefully in the beginning of February. All right, y'all have a wonderful day and God bless. Oh, you got to find my icon. You got to find my icon, man. Come on, I said end stream. All right. Y'all have a great night. God bless, guys.